Should be straight.
I got the notification.
Okay, we good. Oh, let me make sure I can hear us good enough.
I got the notification.
Yeah, we straight out. You got it.
Come. Yeah, you brothers, cannot unmute yourself to get our praise to the Lord, bro. Right. All right. Shalom, man. We want to start off by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto you brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, and also peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopefully elect. All right. We got a GMS Houston account. All right, coming back to the spirit of Yahweh Shai to preach the gospel and to give the warning before the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Now, in this live feed, we want to address, Esau, NWO, and his plans that he has been planning for years, man, that he's finally, bringing to pass and throwing in the forefront, man. Now, we have an article, all right, from 2015, okay, that goes into these very times that we're living in, man, with the food shortage and other things, okay? Esau been planning this stuff, bro, going into his 2030 agenda, okay? These devils had all this stuff already planned out, man. And that's how Esau get down. And see this, look too. Esau, if you pay attention to him, this devil will tell you what he's gonna do. But you have to pay attention and peel your ears back, so to speak, man. He put everything in movies, books, all right, documentaries, commercials. He throw messages out there, man. But you have to watch it and catch it. And you can track this devil, man. Also, you have these, so-called truther white people, so-called, who be exposing their own kind, man. In which, Psalm chapter 64 go into that, man. But I wanted to start out with the article, brother, you don't mind, Akarabad, and we can build from there, okay?
Okay, let me share my page real quick. Let me know if y'all brothers can see it. Share. And there we go. There we go. What about now?
Come.
All right. I'm going to go on mute out.
Our brother got to read it out.
Okay, Con, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, so this go ahead, you got it.
No. I was gonna say in the article, I'm gonna tell you when to jump down, and when to stop, brother. So go ahead.
Kind of this from a website called Cargill.com. And it says helping the world thrive, right? So the title of it is Food Chain Reaction Crisis, Simulation that Ends with Global Carbon Tax.
Right. So these people, these leaders, all right, ran a simulation, all right, a game basically on on crisis, different things happening in the world. And at the end of the games, they came up with the global, carbon tax, man, okay, which is completely ridiculous. But I just want the brother to read, a small portion of this article just to show you how Esau Edom has been planning these very things that we're going through right now, man. So go ahead, brother.
Come. So hopping into it, look, this go back to way 2015. As the brother just said, they've been planning this. It ain't just started in 2015. This go way back, man.
Right.
No? But nevertheless, again, the title is The Food Chain Reaction Crisis, Simulation Ends with Global Carbon Tax. It says climate, hunger, silver unrest, and spiking food prices came together at the food chain reaction game in Washington, D.C. this week. Cooperation mostly one a day.
Right. Go ahead.
And if I could add, that's all that's happening. You got a little Greta Thunberg, a little white, little teenager talking about climate change. Look, Greta Thunberg. But look, people are talking about it's hot, the weather changing like it ain't supposed to. Yeah, ice caps melting. Right, so we're dealing with all this right now. Now, mind you, this from a couple years ago, but it's happening now. Like what it said in Habakkuk at the end of the show, speaking, not lie.
Right.
If you would have went into this article in 2015, it wouldn't have linked up because it wasn't happening like it is now. Because now we're speaking and the Lord giving us tangible proof. So again, we seeing what they call climate change. We seeing hunger. They put 10 weeks on wheat and barley for the whole world. That's hunger. Next is civil unrest, right? And spiking food prices. Are we not seeing these things? But as the brother about to go into, this what they use in assimilation to begin, in other words, what we would know it as Jacob's trouble and the ushering of the NWO, right? But it says climate change, hunger, civil unrest, and spiking food prices came together, 2 Ezra 4, and he measured the times by number, he numbered them, but at the perfect time it came. But it came together at the Food Chain Reaction game in Washington, D.C. this week, and cooperation was mostly won the day. So it says on Monday and Tuesday, 65 international policymakers, academics, and business and thought leaders gathered at the World Wildlife Fund's headquarters in Washington, D.C. to game out how the world will respond to a future food crisis.
Right, so they played a little game. Put them in a little situation and see how they would react in a stress situation. All right, if all hell break loose, how would they react? What would they do in that situation? So go ahead,
Yep. It says with the first paragraph for brothers who may be following along. So it says the game took the players from the year 2020 to 2030. And if I can add, we know that demic around 2020, but what's their ultimate goal? Agenda 2030.
Right.
So we're in the midst of that. So it says the game took the players from the year 2020 to 2030. As it was projected, the decade brought two major food crises, with prices approaching 400% of the long-term average, a raft of climate-related extreme weather events, governments toppling in Pakistan, and Ukraine.
Oh
shit.
You see this, bro?
Wow.
We see this right now.
Man.
Look, bro. If you think Esau Edom didn't know about this shit already, he already knew this. They playing this out. Everything that we read, look, we ain't gotta read nothing else. They telling you what's going on right now, man. It was in 2015, bro. Playing a so-called simulation game. As if, it's just a game, it's fake. No, man. This shit is happening right now. A brother got a precept or anything, a point? Go ahead on with it.
Got a precept. And you got it, bro. You can break it down as Habakkuk 2, straight to the point 2. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. This article was written in 2015. That wasn't the appointed time. Now is the appointed time because we actually seen it happen. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. You got it, bro.
Yeah, man. Everything that Yahweh Shai said will come to pass. It's coming to pass, man. And he put the spirit on Esau to bring, the majority of these end time prophecy to pass, man. With, a civil unrest, food shortages, all this damn weather, the MOTB, this, a rainbow crap. All this stuff is happening, man. And Esau, he's the one that's introducing it to the world, man. He's being used on the left-hand side to fulfill these things. What's going on in Ukraine right now? The government is toppling. Russia invaded Ukraine, so-called, right? Causing hell in Ukraine, man. But it's really not about, a Ukraine. Russia really fighting against NATO and America, man. That's what they're really fighting against. Ukraine is a puppet to America and the West. NATO, no, man. And this is why Biden sent $40 billion to NATO. To Ukraine. This is why NATO is sending all these, different weapons and, troops to Ukraine, man. To hold on to their interests in Ukraine because they want Ukraine to be a part of NATO so that they can, be on Russia's border, man. This is why they have Finland and Sweden now trying to join NATO. Why? So that they can get closer to the Russian border and have Russia surrounded, man. They're preparing for World War III, bro. Whether you like it or not, that's getting ready to happen, man. So these prophecies are real. But Shemaiah, real fast, brother, read Psalm 64 and verse 8.
Come. This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Right. And as we read this article, we see Esau's own tongue falling upon themselves, man. He's been exposed. Okay? He's been made bare. These things, that was hidden, all right, for a while, but we see his agenda, man. I never came across this article until like 2 or 3 days ago. I'm like, what the hell? Never heard of it before. But the Lord bringing this out, man, to show you that, look, this goddamn devil been doing what he's going to do, man. Esau always planning ahead, bro. But now he's being made bare. Okay? Real fast. Brother got a precept or a point?
Con, I got a quick precept.
Con.
Just to back that up, this Lamentations 4 and 21, because they're going to the downfall of Esau, but as you just got, he gonna make his own tongue to fall upon themselves. But there's also what the scriptures say. It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 21, right? About Esau. It says, right, I saw that 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. It says, he will visit thine iniquities, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. That ain't the one I want. It's verse 21. So like it. Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. And it's the point. Thou shalt be drunken and make thyself naked. Esau will expose himself. Naked is you showing all your shame. You giving all your secrets out. Right. It says right here, thou shalt be drunken and make thyself naked. So that back up, their own tongues fall upon themselves. He making his own self naked. Because again, what the scriptures say, the children of this world are wiser than the children of the Heavenly Father. Roughly paraphrasing. Because we not in those G20 summit meetings.
Right.
We not in those councils. We not in those, meetings that the elites have. But you got certain Edomites who win there and they get a little too wicked for them, or they get offended and they opt out of it. And it's fucking with their conscience. And the Lord got them spilling the beans on what they heard in secrecy. So it only makes sense. Who else gonna tell the true truth about these things but the ones who've been around it and really know what's going on? So he making himself naked, But you got it, bro.
All right, brother, got something? Okay, so go back inside the
I had a quick one, bro.
Real quick, go ahead.
Land back off y'all brothers. This is Job 5 and 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. Just land backing off our brothers going into about, these council, these meetings, these summits. The Lord is making them turn on each other. Okay, you have the shooting. I think Beto O'Rourke came against that devil Abbott based on the whole gun laws and shit.
Right.
Just that's on the lower level, but their whole council is being discovered. Their wickedness, what they're about, is being discovered. But you got it, bro.
Right, yeah, man. Look, Esau can't hide no more. Okay? All those secret council, those secret meetings that he had, right? At the scripture say, he said, who seeth him? You're being seen, Esau. You've been exposed by your own kind, but mostly by the prophets through the scriptures, man. This is true exposure. Okay, so go back to the article, brother. You don't mind.
Right, and if I may add, bro, that Ultimate Enterprise is the MOTB. That's
right.
His last hoorah. His last thing he got. Just to put that in there.
That's it.
Right, Carl, you got it.
So back in the article, it says the highlighted paragraph. It says the game took the players from the year 2020 to 2030. As it was projected, they had it prepared, right? As it was projected, the decade brought two major food crises, with prices approaching 400% of the long-term average, a raft of climate-related extreme weather events, governments toppling in Pakistan and Ukraine, and famine and refuge crisis in Bangladesh, Myanmar, Chad, and Sudan.
Right. Yeah, man. Famine and refugee crisis. We're seeing that with the Ukrainians, right? Europe is having a refugee crisis, man, and also these other places, But now I jump down to unintended consequences.
Got you.
Right.
Where we at?
Right. Is the next, right the unintended consequences. Right. Yeah. Right there.
All right. So it says unintended consequences. It says, first chapter, it says, over 2 days, the players divided into teams for Africa, Brazil, and China, the EU, India, the US. Man, it make me think of that. What is called out with India, China, Brazil, South Africa, and Russia?
BRICS.
Yeah.
That is. It just named it right there. It says over 2 days, the players divided into teams for Africa, Brazil, China, the EU, India, the US, international business and investors, and multilateral institutions crafted their policy responses as delegations engaged in intense negotiations.
Right, go ahead.
Cooperation mostly won the day over the short-term individual advantage. It says the teams pledged to build international information networks and early warning systems on hunger and crops together, and to invest jointly in smart agricultural technology, and to build up global food stocks as a buffer against climate shocks.
Right, go ahead.
In the face of a steep price spike, and if I could kind of paint a picture, they given a scenario on how they want to plan out the next crisis. Right. And everything the brothers going into right here, what they planned out in the game, just like the Heavenly Father, he have his prophet speak, what he planned out is ultimately going to happen. They're going to fulfill it. So everything we're reading right here has been planned out, but we actually in those times that it's about to be manifest. You see? So it says, and so what we're reading, this pertains to us right now. So it says, in the face of a steep price spike looming with global food shortages in 2022, the EU at one point suspended its environmental rules for agriculture and then introduced a tax on meat.
Now, are we not seeing a global food shortage in 2022? How the hell did the devil know this? They planned it out. They have an agenda in mind, a goal in mind, man. This ain't no coincidence, man. Esau doing this shit on purpose, bro. And this article is exposing it. They did it as a simulation, as a little game, but this is happening. Just like Esau, you know, put things in his movies, man. As I said, that movie, what it was, a Demolition Man, in the year 2032, people had the MOTB in their hand, bro, in the movie. That's not a coincidence. Esau want people to have the MOTB before 2030, man. That's their agenda, okay? That's their goal. If you read the 2030 agenda on the United Nations, you know, page, bro, it tells you that the MOTB in there. It's 17 things that they want to address in that 2030 agenda, man. And getting you the MOTB is one of those, okay? Well, we're going to try to go into that in a lesson one day, man. Go over those 17 things that Esau had prepared to put the world right under his grips, man. But the MOTB is a major thing, all right? So we're seeing global food shortages, bro. Go ahead to the next paragraph if we're running on a precept or point.
I appreciate
it. Go ahead, Al.
It's going back to Psalms 64 and 5. It says, they encourage themselves in the matter. They commune of land snares privily. They say, who shall see them? And they put it, like you said, they put it like in movies and news or whatever, and people still don't see it. But that's why the Lord says that in verse 8, like you brought up, that they're going to have people exposing it. Right? But said they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So Esau basically just doing his research. And he'd be like, they say it was a little game or whatever. They be planning things out, just like what you have with the juice or whatever. Everything is an experiment on what he want to do. All right, that was it.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Shema, want read verse 1 and 2 on Psalm 64.
Come. This is Psalms 64 and 1. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from their insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So like it from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, man. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. This is a part of the secret counsel of the wicked, man. We're reading some of these things inside of this article, man. But also, you know, brother got a video on deck. These are all the counsels of the wicked, bro. They've been having these things planned out. But now it's been exposed, all right, by the prophets and by his own kind. And these devils can't hide no more. And guess what? Esau don't give a damn if you know that. They don't care if you know that. They're openly coming out saying, look, nigga, I'm finna put an MOTB in you. I'm finna starve you out and make you beg me. Esau openly doing these things, man. So I got a precept real fast, brother. This is Psalms 49 and verse 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. And he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. So our God Yahweh, through his son Yahushua, has made Esau bare and uncovered his secret places. And he can't hide himself anymore, man. If you talk about the New World Order to people, most people know about that. But a few years back, everybody didn't know about the NWO and the plans of the elites, man. But now if you talk about the New World Order to people, some believe it, some don't. They'll call you, know, oh, no, it's a conspiracy. No, man. This is, all right, the plans of the elites, bro. Okay? So, I bring out a precept, anything, a point?
Wow. I ain't
No? All right. Okay, go back to the article, brother, and just read the next paragraph. Yeah.
Con.
Go ahead.
Can I finish up right here? It says, so top paragraph, it says, in the face of a steep price spike, inflation, which we're seeing right now, gas,
Right, yeah.
food, simple shit as fucking avocados out. My women like avocados out. They get more expensive, you know? But right, it says in the face of a steep price spike with looming global food shortages in 2022, the EU at one point suspended its environmental rules for agriculture and introduced a tax on meat. It says both measures were quickly reversed in 2025 as harvests went back to normal and tensions eased in the hypothetical universe.
Right.
Which means it ain't reality. You said hypothetical universe. That's not reality.
Right.
But it says the most eye-catching result, however, was a deal between the US, the EU, India, and China standing in for the top 20 greenhouse gas emitters to institute a global carbon tax and cap CO2 emissions in 2030.
Now, go to that video by Elias Mwamba and listen to this goddamn white boy. Listen to him, bro. The brother Jay read what he read, right? Now listen to this goddamn cracker. Go ahead, Doc.
Come on, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Hit a video.
J. Michael Evans, the Alibaba Group president, flat out telling you about the individual carbon footprint.
We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So, individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on. We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So, individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
Well, there you have it, man. Esau openly telling you. Just as the brother read in the article, bro. He's openly telling you about this carbon tax, man. To track you, all right? To track your every move. This is written back, look, this article was written in 2015, man. He's talking about this in 2022. They're going to do this, man, to track your every move. And ultimately, it's going to be by the MOTB, okay? That's the plans of Esau Edom. Now, brother, we got to read more in this article no more. You know, it's a good article. You know, so the brother to get into, brother, the precept will appoint anything. No? All right, I'll go to the next video, brother.
The world is a different place today. The world is a different place today.
We cannot ignore the global security issue that could impact millions around the world.
Without immediate action to support developing countries, inequalities and poverty will deepen, not to mention the geopolitical divide.
We're on the cusp of not only
climate catastrophe, but also an economic catastrophe.
The inflation rate soaring to its highest level in 30 years. Costs are going up everywhere.
Food, electricity, water, medicine. It's a very pressing situation.
But we're dealing with 7.8 billion people on Earth that need and rely on this supply chain system.
We are challenged by the number of people in need.
And these people are suffering in such a devastating way. They can't, how are they supposed to get through the day?
No, don't be sorry.
We all know that we're past the point of no return.
We've lost 60% of fertility cycles, 9%.
It's really a horrifying situation. And as
Bro, do you see all that shit, bro? That's what we had in the world, bro. All that shit happening, bro. That's mind blowing. Okay. I see you, y'all. Not about go ahead. I got something.
Nah, bro. Just like you said, all this shit happening, bro.
That's a lot of That's a lot of stuff going on in the earth, bro.
I got a precept.
Come on, go ahead.
It's 2 Esdras 9. Man, I'm gonna start at 1. I'm gonna start at 1. And brothers chime in whenever. It says I'm gonna start. Look, because again, when we read the scriptures back in the ancient world, they didn't have chapters and verses. It was just one letter,
Right.
So I want to go into 2 Esdras 9, but I want to start with the ending of 2 Esdras 8 because there's an ongoing conversation between Esdras and the angel. Now, when you go into it, Esdras seen everything that was going to happen in the end of the world, which we had none. But it says 2 Esdras 8 and 61. It says, and therefore is my judgment now at hand. These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. And then answered I and said, so Esdras about to respond to the Lord. So Esdras is going to say, behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. That's what you were just saying, Knock. You said stop the video. Y'all see all this that's going on? So again, Esdras said the same thing. Behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude, all these things, the multitude of the wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. It says, but at what time thou hast not showed me? So Esdras like, look, Lord, I seen everything, but like what month is going to be? What year is going to be? The Lord ain't going to give him the specific date and year because the Lord going to bounce back. 2 Esdras 9 and 1. He answered me then. So that's the Lord response. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Esdras, I ain't gonna tell you exactly what year it's gonna be. I ain't gonna tell you what month, what day. You need to see these signs and these visions I gave you. When you see these things happen, which is trickling down onto us, when we see all these things, these strange sightings, animal sightings, whatever it is, the love of many waxing cold, the Lord spoke about this before. It's a clear indicator that we're at the end of the world. That's why Apostle Paul said in 1 Thessalonians 5, he have no need to tell us about the times and the seasons, because we know perfectly we in that time, man. But I read a little bit more. It says, and therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And I'll finish it off with this. We can hit the video out. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders, powerful works, and endings in effects and signs, man.
Right.
Yeah, never. It's like, yeah, you got it.
Oh, no. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
That's what I said. Never been a time on earth where all these things happen at once. It's too much going on. Now, you might have back in the day riots and earthquakes, but never riots, earthquakes with a food shortage. Never riots, earthquakes with a, you feel me? a stocking shortage, so on and so forth. But we at this time, man, it's so clear that we at the end of the world. But you got it, bro.
Yeah, you brother got a precept, a rock, a Yaquar, a precept, a point, brother.
La.
Okay, come. Yeah, but hey, look, I start from the beginning again, brother. God damn.
As a spirit, I was just about to tell you, hey, let me start from the beginning, bro. You feel me? But look, I'm about to mute myself and I'm gonna put on the video.
The world is a different place today.
We cannot ignore the global security issue that could impact millions around the world.
Without immediate action to support developing countries, inequalities and poverty will deepen, not to mention the geopolitical divide.
We're on the cusp of not only a climate catastrophe, but also an economic catastrophe.
The inflation rate soaring to its highest level in 30 years. Costs are going up everywhere.
Food, electricity, water, medicine. It's a very pressing situation.
But we're dealing with 7.8 billion people on Earth that need and rely on this supply chain system.
We are challenged by the number of people in need.
And these people are suffering in such a devastating way. They can't, how are they supposed to get through the day?
No, don't be sorry.
We all know that we're past the point of no return.
We've lost 60% over to recycle, 9%.
It's really a horrifying situation. And as a
technological disruption. Incredible inequality and a planetary emergency.
We've got to work together. We have seen incredible generosity and outpouring of support. Please let this not be temporary.
Our role in this world is to make a difference, particularly those of us who are the privileged of this earth.
We have to make sure that the economy actually works for the people.
You need to have trade that allows for clean technologies that will help to save the planet.
We should focus on the skilling, reskilling, upskilling.
It takes very little power to
Please
break
right,
a
right, right.
fragile balance. The true power.
Yeah. So as Esau said in the video, they want to, use some technology to save the world. Or use technology to save the world. That's that MOTB system, man. That he gonna cause all, look, this gonna work for everybody to fix this problem that's in the earth, man. Now, Rock, brother, you had that precept. I'll get that precept out. You want mute, brother?
This is Revelation 13 and 16. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right? That's going to be the solution, so-called, to all the world problems, man. That MOTB. That's going to so-called help to fix the world. That's a part of Esau's 2030 agenda, man. But as you've seen in the video, it's a lot of hell going on around the earth, man. This happening all over the world. Okay? This is not a game, man. These prophecies are manifesting themselves, bro, on so many levels, man. It's hard to keep up with some of this stuff, bro. Like you gotta like, you know what I'm saying, try to save videos and go back and watch videos, try to keep up, you know, certain news clippings. It's too much. It's an overload, man. Show you how much, you know, is working in the earth, bro. He's working to bring his word to pass, man. Oh, brother, I appreciate your point.
I appreciate.
Yeah, I got one too after that, brother.
Because throughout the video, when they was showing everything going on, one of the voices in the background basically was like, "We passed the point of no return."
Right.
So, this is Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. All right. So he said we are past the point of no return. So it's really nothing that they can do, right? Because the way the Lord got the prophecy set up, hey, the Lord said the sword, he said the sword, the plagues, all these things are sent. Who shall send them back?
That's the spirit. I had that, bro. You got it. Just yep.
But he said that basically there ain't nothing you can do. So the Lord is basically putting them in a corner to where they're gonna have to try to get this new order started. But once they do that, that's when the Yahushua gonna return. All right. So it's really just a checkmate because hey, they think that they're gonna fulfill their plans. Job 20 going to that, they're not gonna be able to accomplish that. All right. But yeah, you got it, y'all now, bro.
Just to land back off the brother, you know, all them plays that tsunami, the Esau ain't know where he can go. Like the brother we're going into the MOTB, this is what's left. All this devil got left. You know, so it says 2 Ezra 15 and 5, it says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring the plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." Right. So the Lord is not going to allow it to keep going like this. That's why we're seeing all these things. And I was thinking about earlier, Yahushua say you can discern the skies, but you cannot, since the time was speaking to Jake is not, they're not spiritually discerned. They not, the food is how people is getting murked at school. They're not getting it, but we're through the spirit, we can get it because it's that time. Just land back out the brother.
Right, yeah. Brother Jake, look, brother Jake inside the metaverse. I'm sorry, brother. Niggas don't know what's going on in the earth, man. Jake worried about the NBA finals, ready to turn up for the summer vacations, you know, June weddings, right? I just got invited to a wedding. I ain't going to no goddamn wedding.
Hey,
go ahead.
Because you got all this shit going on in the world, and Jake's still turning up on this and that. That's why I said the Lord will come at the thief of night. They're gonna be trying to enjoy shit while this shit is falling.
Right.
And it's gonna come a day to where they're gonna have to face reality. You see, the Lord gonna put it in their face. And for the ones who have heard the prophet to them, seen videos, they're gonna remember all of these things. They're gonna remember the name of the Lord. They're gonna remember all of this. And they're gonna remember how fucking wicked they were. And now, time for them to die.
Right? That's what's coming, man. Mass death. The scriptures talk about mass death coming, man. Especially unto 2/3 of our people, man. Jake is so far gone, brother. They need to die, man. They gotta just start over, bro. Our women, okay, the men, the elderly, the kids, they're all bugged out on Babylonian juice, man. They have no desire to serve Yahweh Shai, and this is why great plagues and judgments and miseries are prepared for our people, man. Brother, got a precept or anything? Because I have a precept.
Real quick, 2 Ezra 9 and 15. I have said before, now do speak, and will speak it also after, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Like as a wave is greater than a drop. Just to land back off what you said, bro.
Right, yeah. A lot of Israelites going to die, man. Okay, now I want the brother Yaquar to grab 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50, y'all. And just read on down for me, brother. 2 Ezra 8 and start at verse 50, y'all. Because this is what's coming unto our people, man, and unto the world. Okay, Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is to judge Jacob behind, but you heathen nations gonna get caught in that too, man. In that famine, in those plagues, in that great death, man. And many things that Yahweh Shai had prepared for this earth, bro. That's what's coming. So go ahead, brother. 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50.
2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that are in the latter time, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou.
Right. Yeah. So many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, meaning in these times. These are the latter times, man. Shall dwell in the world because they have walked in great pride. Jake is walking in great pride, man. Jake getting the bag. He getting money while he's scamming. Getting a record deal. You know what niggas be doing. You know. Walking in pride. These women walking in pride, man. 50, 60 niggas in her DMs. Where she getting money, OnlyFans. Jake gone, man. Also, these heathens, but these heathens always in pride. But Jake ass like that too, man. So many great miseries is coming to the planet Earth, man. Right, go ahead, brother. And take your time, read, not.
Yeah, I can add. You know, the scriptures say, even when the flood came upon the world, it wasn't for Noah and his family, it was for the wicked. Right. You know what I'm saying? So look, these plays that's about to take place and not for us, Akim. Don't believe that, sisters. Don't believe that. We serving the Lord, and Lord will continue to allow us to serve, but when these things happen, it's for the wicked, man. That's why these miseries coming. When they misery come, our salvation come, our divine intervention come, that standard being lifted come. You know what I'm saying? So we're in that time of that. Look, this for them, man. You know, you got to go, bro.
Okay, this is 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 51. But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
Hey, so like, hey, brothers who, you know, probably put if you got a phone in the background, I hear a lag in it. You know what I mean?
No, the brother, it probably your headphones, brother.
Nah, it ain't just that, brother. I've been in a lag for a minute, but you know, whoever got like probably YouTube up.
No, everybody else is on mute.
Okay.
All right, I cut it off.
Yeah, right, just read through your phone.
Brother. Read the verse again for the brother. I'm gonna go on mute too.
God, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. See, it's gone now. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 8 and 51. But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
Right. Meaning what? Seek out the meaning what? Cleave to like-minded men. To the brothers, man. Because niggas ain't on what we on, man. This is boring to Jake. This is whack. This is lame. And that's okay. To a nigga, you can think how you want to think, nigga. You gone. So we're cleaving unto like-minded men who seeking the same glory as we're seeking, man. As Karabah spoken about, you know, being saved, man, being protected. That's what we want, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
2 Ezra 8 and 52. For unto you is a paradise open. The tree of life is planted. The time to come is prepared. Plenteous is made ready. A city is built, and rest is allowed. Yeah, perfect goodness and wisdom.
Right, the kingdom of heaven. That's prepared for the elect, man, of Israel, but ultimately all of Israel. But it's going to start with the elect, man. A city is built, rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. That's prepared for the true believers, man. Go ahead, brother.
2 Ezra 8 and 53. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and the moth is hid from you. And corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten.
Right, as Karabah said. All this hell ain't for the believers, man. It says the root of evil is sealed up from you, meaning what? The Lord gonna protect you, man. Those of us who are of the elect, they will be protected by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by the angels, man. So this is why this truth is so important, brothers, to get, all right, to lock it in, man, and have that faith. So that when these great miseries start to increase in the earth, and stuff started, start to get really bad, all right, Jacob's trouble kick in, okay, you can't go back home and take a bath. It's gonna be real, man. Because when all hell break loose, more than likely you won't be able to just go home and just chill, bro, and sit on the couch, all right, and watch Netflix and shit. They're gonna be out the window. It's gonna be real hell and terror in these streets, man. So we're gonna need Yahweh Shem Yahushua for each and everything, man. Ain't no more working, okay? That's gonna be out the window. It's gonna be totally faith on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, to protect you in the times to come. Go ahead,
Second Ezra 8.
Yeah, and if a brother got a precept or a point, please come on with it, brother, please.
I got a quick one.
Come.
Kind of what Karabah had quoted. This is Sirach 40 and 9 says, yes, bloodshed, strife, sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. So like the brothers going into, man, hey, all of the things that's coming upon the planet Earth, all of the hell and all of the famine, the plagues, all of the horrible shit that's coming is for, the wicked. The Most High got wickedness planned or evil planned for the wicked, right? And the Lord, he even said that towards the elect, Jeremiah 29:11, that his thoughts towards the elect is good and not evil, roughly paraphrasing. All right, so he gonna protect his men. He gonna protect the men, women, and children of the elect from everything that's coming. That's it, bro.
Right.
Yep. Just to land back off there, brother. This is because we know he bringing it. The Lord bringing the destruction. Isaiah 45, what's that in 7? I form the light and I create darkness. How the Lord Yahweh do all these things. This is Psalm 91. And I started too. It says, I will say the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. And thou shalt, it says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, nor for the pestilence, monkeypox, COVID, whatever this devil put out through the CDC, or whatever pestilence.
Hey, brother, watch
America. You see?
Hey, I watch that C word, brother. Please.
Oh, Shalak here, bro.
Yeah.
They're
gonna cut the video out. They're gonna cut the video.
Right. It says, nor for the pestilence that walk in darkness, nor the destruction that wastes at noonday. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Right, the hopeful elect. You got it, bro.
Right. The Most High gonna protect his, man. And we fighting and praying to build that number, bro. Okay? Ain't nothing guaranteed, man. But if we hope and pray unto the end, the Lord said he's gonna save his elect and protect those who are of that number, man. And we're fighting to be of that, So go back in 2nd Ezra, brother, if a brother got no precept or a point.
All right.
Go ahead, like you got
it. 2nd Ezra 8 and 54. Sorrows are past, and in the end is showed the treasure of immortality. And therefore, ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. For when they have taken liberty, they despise the Most High through scorn of his law and forsake his ways.
Right. Don't worry about Jake dying, man. And the Most High told you why they're going to die. For when they had taken liberty, right? The liberty is right now the grace period, man. They despise the Most High. Man, I don't want to hear nothing about that Bible. That's a white man book. Y'all niggas been talking about that for years. Ain't no God, ain't no nothing. Oh, that's old stuff, right? That mentality, man. That's Jake. They despise the Most High. They didn't want to repent, man. They thought white of what we're saying. Even though these prayers are happening, these different things going on in the world, Jake's so far gone mentally, bro, that they can't see what we talking about. Jake getting ready for Memorial Day weekend, man. They ain't thinking about the Lord, bro. It says they despise. It says, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of His law, and forsook His ways. Go ahead, Doc.
2nd Ezra 8 and 57. Moreover, they had trodden down His righteousness and said in their heart that there is no God. Yeah, and that knowing they must die.
And that knowing that they must die, man. That's what's coming to Jake. Great death, man. For despising Yahweh Shem Shai. It's not a light thing to despise the Lord, man. And Jake gonna find out the hard way, okay? When their kids get put to death, all right, their mama now, it's gonna be mass death in these streets, bro. All hell get ready to break loose, man. The apostles been saying it for years, and now we're starting to see it, man, for ourselves. It's been prepared, man. And as a believer in Yahweh Shem Shai, you have to be prepared, man. Spiritually, okay? Don't think when all hell break loose, you can just turn faith on and lock in the spirit then. No, you gotta lock in right now, man. And work out spiritually, man. So that when all hell break loose, you don't panic, man. Everybody that's around you gonna panic, bro, when all hell, they're gonna fucking panic and lose their minds, man. As the scripture says in 2nd Ezra. But for us who have the insight, we're not gonna panic, man. Because we know what time it is. So I don't need us for the panic. We're speaking these things into existence, man. So we have to be prepared spiritually, man, because Jake finna fucking die, bro. These niggas gotta die. These hoes, they gotta die, bro. To my F nigga free. All this weird ass energy in the earth, man. Bro, the Most High gonna address this stuff. As the brother read in Sirach, man, he brought the flood for the wicked, man. That's why the flood came. And the same thing as it says in 2 Peter 3 is reserved unto fire this time, man. For ungodly men. You niggas have gone too far, man. All this damn rainbow shit, all this stuff going on, it's just too much, man. You can't enjoy nothing anymore, bro. Can't even watch a good television show. Got a damn, a Decepticon in there. Allah just tainted, man. Go ahead, brother. Got precept anything?
I got one, Zanella.
Come on.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, starting at verse 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slept."
Salakia. Start up a couple of verses. Because it'll go into those who's supposed to hear the truth, the elect. So you prepare yourself before this time. Baba Gashah started right. Let's see. 35, all right? Because it's gonna talk about the elect. Before we get into these plays coming, the elect supposed to hear this word, prepare themselves. You got it, all right?
2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 35. "Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord."
Right, who the only ones gonna hear the truth and understand it? The elect, the servants of the Lord. You got it, bro.
"Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake."
Again, only the elect will receive the word of the Lord.
Verse 37, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slept. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb."
Right, consider that when a woman having that child. How you know she close to birth? When she start getting those contractions. When they get closer together, when they're more painful, right? When she's struggling even more so. So the law using right here is similar to a woman giving birth. Because the closer we get to deliverance, right? That woman being delivered, the plague is gonna get even more worse, just like Pharaoh in Egypt with Moses and Aaron. The plague started off slight at first, just a staff being thrown into the ground and turned into a snake. But then eventually to every firstborn got put to death. So they got worse as the time went on. So what we in right now, people might say, well, this not affecting me. This not affecting my family. The so-called food shortages and the gas prices not affecting my family. Remember, everybody in Egypt went in Pharaoh palace when they seen that staff get thrown into the ground, turn into a snake. Everybody ain't see that in Egypt. Everybody ain't see certain things that they talked about, but eventually it hit everybody though. That's what we talking about, man. So some people might not have been affected yet, but we coming to the times where everybody gonna be affected, man. And it's only gonna get worse, as the scripture's about to say. As a woman in travail, she gonna feel the ultimate pain the whole time doing that labor, but it's gonna get worse as the child about to come out. So it's gonna get worse as Yahweh shall come and take us out of this world, man. You got it though, bro. We can start at that verse again.
2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, with pains when the child cometh forth. They slack not a moment. Even so shall the plagues be slack to come. Salakia. Verse 39 again. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
Right. So like now, say a couple years ago, brothers may pull one article of something happening in that time a couple years ago, but then the next year you got a new article, a school shooting.
Yeah.
Then the next year it was another thing, a wildfire burnt down all these people's homes. But eventually, we're in those times where we ain't got to wait on a whole year to pass no more. A tragic event might happen 1 month. The next month, you have a lot of other people die. Next month, you might have a so-called pandemic. But we get into those times again, the woman in contraction, it might be 10 minutes apart, 8 minutes apart. It eventually get down to this baby got to come out.
Yeah.
So we in those times to where we ain't got to wait years or months for events to happen. An event can happen today, another one happen tomorrow, another one happen the next day, and not even days, but hours. Some happen 10 o'clock a.m. Another tragic event happened so and so 5 p.m. We get into those times where the Lord about to bring ultimate hell until it will be even minutes no more, not even seconds. It's pure blown Jacob's trouble, man. But these are the times we in. Where it ain't about to be no mercy shown to nobody except you're the elect, as it said in Ezekiel 9. Show no mercy except he got that mark, man. But again, as the brother reading, things only go get worse from here on out. It's not gonna get better. It ain't God bless America. You ain't got the opportunity to repent like Nineveh did in the time of Jonah. You see, but y'all brothers got it.
Right. Hey, I'll read the next verse. Read verse 40.
2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
And that's what it's going to be. And those evils, we're going to have to be as pilgrims on the earth, man. Okay? Ain't no more, you know what I'm saying, going home and, you know, chilling, laying down in the bed. That shit going to be out the window, player. It's going to be hard, man. Okay, I heard Apostle Ricardo say, look, man, look, this shit go down. Shit, brother might have to go to the wilderness, bro, and live like a goddamn man. That might happen to some brothers, bro. Try to get, you know, as much good that you can, you know, or whatnot, you know, so Lord gonna take care of us. But that situation can happen, man. And as he was saying, I was like, damn, that could very well happen. To where a brother had to go out, you know, in the wilderness and his family, bro.
Hey, if I may add, and you got it, bro. But in the Maccabees, remember when Judas' father, Matthias, he wasn't having that shit. He put the wicked niggas to death, and the Greeks felt played. They wanted to send in their armies. What did Matthias and his sons do? They ran into the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? They ran into the wilderness, in other words. So we might come into those times. It says pilgrims on the earth. We don't know what the fuck we gonna be.
Right.
We might be in a concentration camp. Nevertheless, man, look, as the brothers going into, Shamala brought it out, these things are created for the wicked. Whatever we get into, have that hope that the Lord gonna save us out. But it's gonna be unfortunate situations, uncomfortable situations. Yahweh Shai was fleeing when he was a baby. You see, they had to go into Egypt, come out of Egypt, so on and so forth. Moses got to be put into the Nile River because they was killing them. So we could be on the move at the same time, running. You know, but you got it out.
Yeah, we're gonna be tested, man. As it says in the scriptures, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High, bro. No easy route, bro. It's gonna be fucking hard, man. And that's why you gotta be hard, man. And in spirit. Pray unto the Lord for that spirit, man. Cut the BS out, bro. Lock in. Listen to the apostles, listen to brothers, man. Try your best to trim your ways from this world, man. Read these scriptures. All right, take in these different stories, these different accounts, man. Because it's gonna get bad. And for us as believers, we gonna have to be ready, man. Because Esau coming for the prophets. No doubt in my mind, he coming for us. Maybe number one on the list. Go get them. Okay.
You know what? Your mama stay. You know what? My mama stay.
Right.
You had a gun when you seen it, right?
Right. Yeah, bro. It's not a game, man. This is a serious matter. But guess what? Guess what? Esau not greater than Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Okay. Our Lord promised to live up that standard. I'm banking on that, man. So to hell with you crackers, okay? All you damn crackers, and you Edomites, all right? To hell with y'all, man. Your country is finished, okay? All y'all do is fucking cry at work. Be the hell quiet. We want to hear that shit. Yes, America finished. I want to get our country back. We need the Second Amendment. Shut the hell up. Your country is done, man. I'll praise you how about Shemal Shah. I like seeing Esau complain, man.
Right.
I mean, they give me so much joy. That's my adrenaline, brother. That's my coffee. Is to see Esau complain, man. Just all goddamn day at work, just talking like, bro, nigga, shut the hell up, bro. Nigga talk all day. So like going to the NRA meeting on Friday, to see Donald Trump. Bro, it'll be crazy tomorrow. Look, I believe it's gonna be crazy tomorrow. A bunch of fucking mega hats downtown, crazy Edomites, man.
With the "Don't Tread on Me" shirts and shit.
Right, yeah.
Hey, don't tread on me.
Yeah, man. Hey, brothers, these are beautiful times, So I ain't got nothing else to bring up a precept or anything.
I got one more. Just because you said it's beautiful times when.
Yeah.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 16, I believe. So like, where's it at when it said, many great prophets and wise men have desired to see the things that you see?
Yeah, go to Matthew 13.
Okay, kind of the water. Matthew 13.
And 16.
That is 16. It's Matthew 13 and 16. It says, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Right? Everybody in this world seeing. They seeing shit happen. Right? We all seeing with our bodily eyes, but we understanding what's going on. They just saying, oh, another earthquake. Oh, Mother Nature. What's going on in the world? Why is all these school shootings? But we understand well, because 2 Ezra 9, that the Lord visiting the earth. So just because you can see, don't mean you perceiving, man. It says, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear and have not heard them. Why? Because they weren't living in a time when prophecy was going to speak. That said it was for the end time. We here in the end, man. We beholding the works of the Lord. We beholding the things that was written from the foundation of the world is literally being fulfilled in our time. And that's an amazement. Like, this is true. Nobody can deny it. And the closer we get to the end, nobody ain't going to be able to deny it. Not even these other Israelite camps, Bishop Nate, Salakia, but you ain't gonna better say it's June, ain't no microchips. You ain't gonna better say that no more. You see, you ain't gonna better say it's an embargo. Captain Kachazak from ISUPK, you ain't gonna better say Jacob's trouble was gay. You ain't gonna better say it ain't gonna be no famine. What Jeremiah said, those who said it wasn't gonna be no famine go die of famine. Those who said it wasn't gonna be captivity gonna go into captivity, roughly paraphrasing. So we're in these times where you ain't gonna be able to deny it. But we seeing it, man. The great men of old wanted to be in our shoes in this time. Guess what, brothers, sisters? We here. We here. You know what I mean? We seeing it. You got it though, bro.
Yeah, ain't no turning back, man. Ain't no, going back, turning back. This thing's finna happen, man.
Yeah, Jake want to put out the evil day. Like the
Yeah,
scriptures
yeah.
say, they want to, oh, that's 1,000. No, sir. We seeing it, bro. It's live. But just to land back off the brother, it said, great is the end of a thing. And the scripture saying, Sirach, it is good to see the downfall of his enemies. And this is what we seeing, bro. The ones that did all that shit to our forefathers, for our nigga, we seeing them dwindle right before our eyes. So it's beautiful just to add that, bro.
I got one more. I'll give you don't mind. And all y'all brothers can chime in as I'm reading it, bro. This is Ezekiel 12.
Right, I was thinking about this.
That's a spirit then. Well, shit, you got it,
No,
bro.
no, you got it. I'll go ahead.
Yeah, no, you got it. I'm going to read it. This is Ezekiel 12 and 21. You feel me? It's Ezekiel and Shalom to Allah Akim. You know, I go off on the comment board. I see the other Masiyah. You know, the brother Yah Rock. You know, brothers on there about the Maya. All the mother brothers. Shalom Akim.
Shalom, shalom.
This is Ezekiel 12 and 21. It says, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is this proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth?
Yeah, I know that stuff gonna happen. All them prophecies in the Bible, that stuff ain't came to pass. That stuff fake. That's Jake mindset. That's a nigga mindset, man. Go ahead, brother.
In other words, it's June.
Right.
Oh, Jacob's trouble gave. Right. You saying that's way far off. Nevertheless, verse 22. It's in verse 23. It says, tell them therefore, so the ones who saying it ain't gonna happen in our times, tell them therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, I will make this proverb to cease. Right? And they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision.
Right, the effect of every vision. All these visions, these prophecies, man, we're seeing the effect of those visions, bro. The famines, the plagues, the earthquakes, insurrection amongst men, hyperinflation, and so on and so forth, man. Yahweh Shem Shai foretold all these things, and we're seeing it, man. So now, you niggas gotta pay. Your comfort days are over with, man. Your jolly, your joy, all that finna be out the fucking window. Okay, Joe Biden already told you. Your Christmas and Thanksgiving, they're gonna be out the window, man. It's gonna be hard on you niggas, man. And I praise you how about Shema Shop is, man. Please get Jake. Them niggas are terrible, man. Okay? But yeah, though, I'll go ahead.
Verse 24. It says, the end of 23, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. And it says, that's that word EFFECT.
Right.
The results of a calamity, in other words.
Right.
The effects of it is going to affect everybody. The ending of every vision, not the beginning of it. That's that woman in travail. That's that effect of you having a child. Pain. So the end of the Lord prophecies is what? Pain. Destruction. So it says, for there shall, Ezekiel 12 and 24, for there shall be no more any vain vision. Jacob trouble ain't going to happen. What Bishop Nate said, we're just going to skip into the kingdom. La-da-da-da-da. La-da-da.
He changed it out.
Yeah,
he changed it out. He changed it.
He changed it.
Yeah. You know what to change it, man. Cause you know you were fucking around, bro. Lying and shit, bro. You know Jacob's trouble is coming. But to keep your congregation all right in that worldly jolly spirit, you fucking lie to them, man. And you keep on lying to them, saying that the chip and the MOTV, bro. You know that's what it is, man. Everybody in the world, especially here in Babylon the Great, can see that shit happening, bro. Everything is damn near going cashless, man. Cashless, all right? Excuse me, going cashless. There is no excuse. Nobody who heard this word will have a cloak for their sins, man. The apostles, all right, the elders, all right, the brothers on down, all right, other Israelite camps that teach the same doctrine have been preaching for years, man. There is no excuse, bro. Okay? Death is coming to you niggas, man. And you deserve it. All right, go ahead, brother.
Hey, but you know he said he changed it up, right?
Right.
Right, because you can't deny it no more. And that goes into the verse, Ezekiel 12:24. For there shall be no more any vain vision. You can't say what's not. You ain't gonna better lie no more. The Lord gonna put it in each and every one of our faces to let us know this the word of the Lord. Can't go beside it. Even Yahweh Shai got into the time when he said, not my will be done, but your will. We all coming to that time where we gonna know this the Lord will, and you ain't gonna better change it. You know? So it says, for there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel, telling your congregation what sound good to their ears, as the brother just said. You know? Telling them, look, the Lord gonna save it, just keep the laws, wear your friends' t-shirts with Tupac on it, and you good. That's it. And the hair wrap. That's right. It. Nah, that sound good to them. Tell them the real, man. Tell them, but everybody, all camp leaders gonna have to come into the time where they gonna get confronted by their leaders if you preaching the wrong doctrine, what's really going on. And at that time, it's no gonna be no more wiggle room to say what's not or what you think it is. You're gonna have to conform to the will of the Lord, man. You see?
Right, yeah. Jay still talking about, you know, raping 12-year-olds and all this crap. Nigga, that ain't working no more. Their argument not working no more, bro. Come with something new, bro. All hell from the break loose, and Jake still talking about some rape doctrine. Jake still arguing about the flat earth, man. Jake got on the elder comment board arguing about the goddamn flat earth, bro. Are you kidding me, dog? All this shit going on, and you want GMS to teach about the flat earth. That's what he said. Or he said, oh, why GMS don't teach about the flat earth? A nigga like that need to get thrown off the planet. He gotta go. He bugged out. He can't be here no more, man.
Right, let him walk off the edge of the
Go find the edge of the earth and get your whole ass out of here, man. Talking crazy, man. What is wrong with Jake, bro? All hell breaking loose outside. You want to argue about the goddamn flat earth, man. Oh, bro, I got mad. I'm like, bro, I'm like, really, dude? Really? In 2022. And so he gonna say there's over 200 precepts that talk about the flat earth. A nigga like that has to experience 2nd Ezra 15 and 16, man. Thoroughly experience it, man. Jeremiah 30 and 7, he gotta experience that, bro. For being so fucking stupid, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Ezekiel 12 and 25. It says, for I am Yahweh. And brothers, pay attention to this though. It says, for I am Yahweh, and I will speak. And the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged. We're in those times. It ain't gonna be far off no more. Like I said in Peter. We all been talking about that since the fathers fell asleep. The coming of the Lord. When Jesus coming back. Y'all just standing in the corners, but what y'all gonna do though?
Right.
It says, go ahead.
Hey, my homeboy from the world, you know, I was telling him, you know, about different prophecies and stuff, you know, a few years back. He said, man, that ain't gonna happen until 2088. I'm like, okay, this conversation over with. A nigga like that got to experience 2nd Ezra 15 and 16.
That's right.
Daniel 12 and 1. He got to experience that, man. To make an example out of a whole nigga like that. That's talking crazy, man. 2088. Now, he in the Navy, bro. So he's all about Esau's system, you know, and all about America. He got to get up out of here, man. Talking crazy like that, bro. The Most High God is doing wonders in the earth, man. Whether you understand it or not, I don't give a damn. We're fighting to go home, man. To be saved from this damn hellhole. 2088. What the hell? There probably be nobody alive on the earth if Esau was rulers in 2088, man. A bunch of damn robots.
Hey,
Okay?
how you calculate that up?
I don't know, brother. Skinny jean wearing ass nigga. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, Ezekiel 12:25, for I am Yahweh, and I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall no more be prolonged. It's the point. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word. They got a comma. Now again, how the Lord speak again? His prophets, right? When have ever the Lord spoken the severity and in detail how we speaking today? The true end of the world. Daniel broke down the dream of Nebuchadnezzar, but even if Daniel would have broke down that dream and you would have asked him, so Daniel, what's the feet and the toes? He couldn't tell you though. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't have told you what was the legs and the shins though. Right? But look, we, again, as the apostle to always say, we know more than the prophets of old. And it's not us, it's the Lord. But everything that it was said that Yahweh Shai said was going to happen before it's coming, that all the prophets said was going to happen before the Lord coming, we saying all those things at once. Earthquakes, uproars of the people. We literally talking about a famine that's close to America. Hyperinflation. Rent going up. I seen rent going up. It's going to be an average $2,000 for apartments. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that article to brothers in the chat. Average. The average gonna be 2,000.
Man, bro.
Rent going up. People really hating the love of men and waxing cold. You never had prophets at one time speak all these things at once, and it truly came to pass. This that appointed time, man. So again, the Lord gonna say, when I speak the word in that time, that's when it's gonna come to pass, right? Now is a time when literally every end of the world prophecy is being spoken. So guess when it's time to come to pass? Now, let's read it. Ezekiel 12:25. For I am Yahweh, and I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall no more be prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word again by the prophets. Okay, what other prophet talked about the MOTB other than John the Revelator? Right now it's being talked about, but it's going to articles, but it's going to a video and show it. Right now these things are speaking, man. Right. Apostle Paul knew Esau was Edom, but he didn't really say it outright though. He said to the wicked be revealed, right? Everything being spoken now, we telling Esau he the devil. That lines up with prophecy. We coming back to who we are at the beginning. So as we saying all these things, the Lord gonna say, for in your days, so yeah, it's gonna happen in our lifetime, in our days that these things being said. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith Yahweh. It gotta happen in our lifetime because everything being said right now. And he said, when he say this word, he's gonna perform it. If not, guess who the liar? The Most High. You would call him but he ain't the liar though. It's about to come true. It says, I will say the word and will perform it, saith Yahweh. And again, the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the times that are far off. That's going to happen when my grandchildren probably grown. But the Lord says, but therefore say unto them, thus saith Yahweh, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done. And guess what? The prophet speaking all these things, it got to happen. It got to happen. Too much coming out on Esau to where he knows a short time. He ain't got all day, man. He ain't got all day. The Lord ain't got all day. You see? But you got it out.
Yeah, that was, hey, beautiful. Yeah, man, these things gonna happen, brothers. Okay, and the Lord is performing, as we've seen in that video. That is a small inkling of what's going on, man. That's gonna be amplified times 100. Especially when they hit in Babylon the Great, man. This is the main place of judgment right here in this country, man. as the Elder Ariana went into the day, you know, the original E is going to be awakened, man. These Edomites are pissed off that they're trying to take away their gun rights. They pissed off behind that, man. And old boy, you know, that did that shooting inside of Buffalo. He believed that white people are being, you know, overcome and outnumbered according to numbers, man. Saying that they're not the dominant race no more in America. You know, black and brown are taking over them, and so on and so forth. So he went and killed some niggas, man. Just out of the hatred that he got for Jake, but that's how Esau is, bro. He a real Edomite. So yeah, man, this is about to turn up.
The scripture say, Salaki, bro. If I'm gonna add to your point, the scripture say Psalm 17, that's the Lord ultimately doing that.
Yeah.
For Jake being disobedient. But right, the Lord putting that spirit on Esau to do that, to 2/3 that don't want to listen and hearken to the word. Just to add that point on.
Right, yeah, man. Hey, it's about to get real, brothers, you know. So anybody that got something, bro? If not, we can close out.
I ain't got nothing.
Okay. Well, Lord willing, man, you brothers and sisters edified out there. Once again, we're gonna give our praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings unto the elect. Keep fighting, keep pushing, brothers out there. Shalom.
Shalom. Water for y'all brothers and sisters tuning in. Y'all Bashem Shah Brakatham. Shalom.